You say Nigeria is so rich. I want you to be very practical. 90% of our mainstay, which is oil, is used to service our debt. How much do you know that is being funded on education as of 2023 that will be enough to cater to scholarship?
The debt that you say that 90% of revenue is being used to service, what were these debts taken for? What were they used for? Were they not all looted?
So what is left from the looted fund that will be used to cater to education to the level of UNICEF standard?
The point I'm making is that any serious government that really wants to begin to resolve the problem of this country economically, the starting point for such a government would be to not recognize all these usurious debt that have been taken on behalf of Nigerians by people who simply took this money from IMF and World Bank institutions and just stole it. And those institutions knew they stole it because it is actually really a cabal working both A and international level to continue to rid poor countries, poor people of their wealth and of their resources. It is neo-colonialism. So any serious government that actually wants to begin to resolve the problem of this country economically, the starting point is not to recognize any of these usurious debts, but rather to ensure that every kobo that comes to this country is democratically looked at and shared with a view to use it to begin to address the most important needs of the people, which is education, which is healthcare, road, electricity infrastructures. If these are done, if that is the agenda of government, you are going to be surprised that the resources that this country has would actually be adequate to address all of those things. One other areas where Nigeria's resources is being stolen is through this whole project of a contract system where you want to do a 10-kilometer of road and you spend billions of naira. Nigeria spent far more than the entire West African sub-region for a kilometer of road. So when I say that this country is too rich, I'm not unaware of the economic crisis, but I'm saying even within the current revenue that exists, the current resources that exist, if there is a judicious democratic management of those resources, and there is an agenda to use those resources to develop the economy and address the needs of the people, it can still be enough to begin to address our problem. Don't forget that the foundation of the infrastructure, even educational infrastructure of this country, was laid at a period when Nigeria was not running on the basis of oil revenue,